Maxime Bernier may have conceded the leadership to Andrew Scheer, but he hasn't faded away. Already booted from the shadow cabinet for disagreeing with Scheer over trade and supply management, the latest controversy involves a string of tweets in both official languages.
He's embarrassed Andrew Scheer, and he's embarrassed every Conservative in the country.
If he was embarrassed, Andrew Scheer chose to avoid confrontation and never called Bernier out by name. Conservatives will continue to recognize and celebrate the contributions made to Canada from people from diverse backgrounds that have enriched our history and society, said a spokesperson. Conservative strategist Chad Rogers says it's a rehash of another failed leadership strategy that sought to tap into white anxiety.
Max Bernier's decided to turn to that playbook and pull Kelly Leitch's discredited campaign plan out of the garbage bin.
Liberals say Bernier's not the only Conservative playing with the politics of race.
Again, I mean, how many times are the Conservatives going to go to this well? There's no competition for the votes of bigots in this country. If the Conservatives want to round them up and take them, they can have them.
Bernier's tweets did prompt an angry response from the Conservatives' official critic for immigration, Michelle Rempel. She said those who make such arguments are cowards and accused Bernier of trying to fundraise off the controversy.
An awful lot of members are feeling nostalgic today for Prime Minister Harper's heavy hand on idiot eruptions because Max Bernier wouldn't have tried this under Stephen Harper. He's trying to embarrass someone who defeated him in the leadership and create a problem and make himself look like the hero.
Youth will not!
Also significant is the timing. Bernier chose to send his messages on the first anniversary of the riots in Charlottesville, Virginia, a milestone for people who believe whites are under some kind of cultural attack.
We did reach out to Maxime Bernier today to see if he'd talk, Rosie, but he didn't respond.
Okay, he does seem to be trying to reach out to someone here, some group of people. So what is likely to happen next for him?
Well, even if Andrew Scheer reacted quite mildly, there are people in the caucus who are quite angry with Bernier. And if 20% of them were to get together and write letters calling for his standing to be reviewed, he would potentially be at risk of being ejected. The next time the caucus meets is next week. But obviously, he thinks there is a constituency for this kind of politics, and he's making a play to be its leader, whether inside the Conservative Party or outside of it.
Okay, we'll see if he says all this in front of a camera sometime. Thanks, Evan. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Rosie.